So how were the course concepts reinforced? Well, after the course was over, there really wasn't anything going on. I've talked to many instructors at Stevens that would say that they had spent a lot of time in the beginning of a semester going over material that was presumably covered in previous semesters. First, we start with the instructors giving us a few questions to ask the students in the weeks following a course. We go over what kind of questions they're going to be, when they're going to be asked, and we just launch a campaign. And then the students would get in their emails one question a week for 6 or 7 weeks, and it would concentrate on the core concepts that they just went through, and it would remind them. And it doesn't even matter if they get the thing right or wrong. It reminds them, this is what I just went through. And they would go through these questions one by one, and the instructors would get data they've never ever had before. And also for just increasing student engagement. One of the things you learn in online courses is that a lot of students feel a little bit disconnected. This was a way to engage them and injecting that extra value and reminding them of all that stuff that they just spent 3 months going through. The client success team has been great. I mean, most of the vendors I would deal with, you'd hear about them when it's time to renew a subscription or when the next bill is due. With BizLibrary, I've been hearing from the client success team every other month or every 3 months. And they call up and say, well, how's it going? How's everything going? Can we do anything to help? And that's been great. I had one computer science instructor. He was teaching a software engineering course, and he saw the results of the questions, the answers that the students were given. And he would say, okay, maybe this question could be worded a little differently and we'll start answering a little bit better. But mostly what he would say is, okay, these people understand this concept really well. I can stop asking this question. I can start asking other questions that are more challenging. So how do we measure the success of Booster Learn? Well, the first metric obviously is student engagement. How many students are engaging in the Booster Learn questions? This is all optional, and the ones that are there the whole time, you know which students are really engaged if they're answering 5 out of 6 questions, 6 out of 7 questions, or something like that. And then the next stage is figuring out what to do with all that data. The instructors look at it and they see, wow, the kids really get this. 9 out of 10 people are getting this question right. 2 months after the course is over, we're teaching this part really well. Let's look at the stuff we're not teaching very well. Who's getting everything wrong right out of the gate, right after graduation or right after the semester is over? And if they see that set of questions that is getting very low correction rates, then they know they have to make a little bit of a change.